Hello, hello. I just read a post from my friend Akasha Love. It's on her timeline. Unfortunately, it was in private, not in public. I would have forwarded it, but I'll maybe get her permission and I'll put a post on my timeline. But she basically said we're in an in-between state right now until the early part of January, which I believe it's kind of, I feel, really out of place. I see lots of really crazy fears coming up right now. I'm absolutely and completely in trust. I feel almost non-functional as a human being right now. I'm just kind of feeling really exhausted and with my vision kind of weird or whatever. I don't feel like watching TV or whatever. I'm laying in bed, navigating timelines, etc., and I'm seeing stuff come up about okay, paying the rent and paying my bills this month and all this kind of stuff, and they're all fear-based. And I'm looking at them and I'm starting to look at them with a grain of salt now. It's like, okay, I can lean into them. They're in my chest. They're anxious. They're tight. They don't feel good, scary or whatever. What if I am thrown on the street? What if all this kind of stuff is happening? And I'm looking at it and I'm seeing it and it's like, holy shit, I've given all my power away to money and a job and pleasing all these frickin' assholes that all they want is more money, and I'm so tired of it. It's like your power bill and stuff like that. Okay, the rate increase or whatever is going up and there's no accountability. They can change the numbers at any time, but our salary, our money, our whatever isn't ever changeable. So I'm sitting in this state of this is not a place I want to live in anymore. And I'm not talking suicidal. I'm talking that this has to change. This is our birthright as a human being on this planet. It was never about some asshole buying up all the industry of power and all this kind of stuff and then charging whatever rates it feels like. This has to stop. This has to end. We may say, okay, well, I'm at the mercy of my reality or whatever, but no, this is bullshit. It's like, no, I will not participate in this fucking game any further. I will not pay interest rates that change whenever they please, and they change the payment due dates and all this kind of stuff. I'm constantly chasing and in survival mode and fight or flight, trying to please all these fucking assholes that you can never please. All they do is want to milk you dry all day long. And if you have a job, they're changing your tax rates and they're increasing everything and all this kind of stuff. I am a divine creator right here and right now. I create all the money, all the income, all the flow that I need in my bank account, not through processing a job and pleasing some boss or somebody that's going to pay my rent or whatever. I receive this stuff. I put money, wisdom, ideas into the universe every day of my life, and the universe finds a way to make balance. So I'm trusting that all these things will be covered. There's some other little work bits that are coming in. I have no idea if it's all going to work out, but I trust that I'm not supposed to be in a state of running around in fear and survival and frustration all day long to meet bills, and you can never please them. I'll tell you that much right now. There's always something more. They always want to change the interest rate or they want to do whatever, and they're a bunch of fucking morons as far as I'm concerned. This is not the way of the world that I came to as a divine creator. All those bills, I've always had this imagination in my head as a kid that there's this credit card that I just buy what I need and everything that I need is covered, and it happens and it's just automatically paid off. And I've called in and I have divine accountants and everybody that deals with all this shit, and we shut down the systems that are no longer serving us. Like, to be a slave to a credit or a debt or a car loan or any of these kind of things was never meant to be in my world. So I end it right here and right now. Those are immediately paid off and cleared. And there's no more striving. There's no more chasing. There's no more bullshit to have this happen. So lean into your fear and just feel underneath it. And it's like, when did I give my power away? When did I allow this to happen? When did I allow them to take my abundance and all these things? Like, we are divine birthright of abundance, of love, of light. And right now I'm having to lean into all these things. Like I said, I'm kind of forced a little bit just by my medical circumstances, etc., that are going on right now, to just trust and accept. but I can't see any other way to do it. It's just crazy. These companies are making billions and billions and billions of dollars by just raking people over the coals, and they have no responsibility to serve us or to do anything more than the bare minimum. It's crazy. I take all my power back, and I invest it into my personal abundance, and I allow those things to cover everything, and my bills it will be paid, and I'll have a home, and all this kind of stuff. We have to step out of the old system to be able to rise up and rise into a new system. This doesn't feel comfortable. It doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel normal, whatever. But just go underneath and start to feel it. You're going to start to feel something in your heart. It's like, okay, this is truth. And there's this giddiness and excitement of, holy shit, I don't have to be a slave anymore. And this is what's changing right now. So I am no longer a slave. I release all these things. I step into my power. I step into divine balance. I step into everything I put into this world comes back to me tenfold. And I do it every day. And I invite you to put into this world every day, helping people, changing them, using your gifts to make them better, and make it not about monetary exchange. Make it about keeping in balance, of being good friends with them, of supporting them when they're needing it, of helping each other, paying it forward, all these kind of terms. This is the way my world is from this day forward. I don't know about yours, but I'm just injecting a possibility for you so that maybe you can invite this in as well. It's very new and it's very different, and all I can tell you is from my trust and my feeling, and keep shining, go in. And this is a time of change. This is a time of feeling uncomfortable, of upset, of exhaustion, of changing, of trusting. And I'm just trying to, by what I'm saying, inject some new possibilities. What feels right in your heart? Take back your power and say, I will not allow them to take myself or my belongings or any of these kind of things because I didn't pay. I never agreed to the fuck over that I've got and happened to me, and I didn't made no mistakes. Once you start to understand the manipulations and the things that they've done to you and your bank accounts and your money over these years, you're gonna really be outraged, and it'll be time to take our power back in whole. Record profits and multi-billion dollars going to people that have multi-billion dollars and don't even know what to do to spend it. There's something seriously wrong. So I love you all. Keep shining. Thank you, Akasha. We'll talk soon. Love you all. Bye.